Still going strong today, the Goo Goo Dolls and Slide. Magic in the Morning, 24 minutes from now, it'll be 9 o'clock. Mike Barrett in the studio. We mentioned that. It's time for good policies. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm going to check the milk cartons over at White's.
The milk cartons?
Yeah. You remember the old missing kid things?
Yeah. Who's missing?
Where are you going with this, Jeff? Everybody's telling me they're seeing robins. I've yet to see them.
Oh, yeah. They're because they're on the milk cartons. So, yeah. I actually haven't seen a robin yet either. So,
Well, spring in the air. We've seen our share of geese, seagulls, and stuff. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the world of insurance. We'll do that, and we've got a very, very special announcement to make too, don't we?
Totally.
All right. So let's build up to that. So I asked you when you came in here. Okay, back a few years ago, I had a Porsche 928 S4.
So when you don't own a Porsche, you call it a Porsche. But
Yep.
once you own it, you call it a Porsche.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, that car, obviously, for a couple of reasons, considered a high insurance risk.
Yeah.
It is a highly sought-after performance vehicle.
Yep.
Because it's a performance vehicle, if you're not well maintained in your driving,
It's
you're
going to be
a
costly.
risk.
Yeah, it's a high risk.
So the reason I brought that up is because those kind of things determine your rate of insurance, how much you have to pay for it.
Absolutely.
So I was thinking, are there things when it comes to a homeowner or to a property, to a business owner, that is considered high risk and not high risk? Like, for example, a lot of folks got some incentive money or took it upon themselves to add a solar grid panel
Oh, yeah.
to their house or business.
Yep.
Let's go with that.
Sure. I got good news for you. It doesn't increase your risk. So
Okay.
it's not going to cost you more based on a risk calculation, but it will cost you more based on a limit of insurance calculation, right? Because you have invested in a system that you have either A, attached to your house, get it, A, coverage A, property.
Yep.
Or B, attached to your detached structure, get it, coverage B, other structures. Yeah, see, I'm playing with the thing here. Or it could be a separate thing on its own where you have, there's many people that are putting them on posts out in the field or out in the yard. So we need to know, and your insurance needs to know, where those solar panels are. We need to account for the value for them. We're not talking chump change here. We're talking probably $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in most cases. So if your house is insured at $200,000 and you add these, now your house should be insured for $230,000. So you want to make sure you're accounting for that. So it will increase your cost because you're increasing coverage. But at the same time, coverage B on a homeowner policy is automatically determined as 10% of whatever the limit of coverage on the house is, right? So I just used $200,000 for the house. That means 10% is $20,000. You have, as the default, $20,000 for other structures, which may not be enough. In most cases, it's not, especially with larger garages and detached structures. So you'd want to address that in that fashion.
All right. Well, the reason I went into that is because on my way in and out of work, there's a couple of places that have recently installed solar panels.
Yeah.
Like if you're headed north up 114, just after East Burke Park, there's a huge solar panel that was set up there at one of the houses. Looks to be an Airbnb now.
Sure.
And then there's a lot of folks like me live in single wide trailers. There's one up the road a little bit, just the other side of East Haven, that has one mounted on the side of the building.
Yeah.
So that was what prompted that conversation.
Absolutely. And the good news is you're doing, your net metering in most cases. You're not generating just for yourself. You're pushing back into the power grid. So there's a lot of proper process there. It's being put in by an electrician. So you're doing it all above board. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't let you do it. So you should be good there. It's the alternative heat thing that we're still working within the industry. It's still many companies that don't see mini splits or the heat pumps as approved central heating and things like that. So we're still working through some of the kinks and twists and turns there as technology continues to improve, but it's making headway. How about that?
No, that's good. So the takeaway from this as we head to our incredibly special announcement is it's not a risk, but it is a value assessment that will change in your insurance coverage. You should have that conversation.
You should definitely have that conversation.
All right. Barrett Insurance Agency in St. Johnsbury. Now we're going to shift gears to the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network. And I'm looking at this on Facebook, and talk about happy to beat the band. I'm going to give you the honors.
Thank you, sir. We're actually pretty stoked. So we're thrilled to share that our agency, Barrett Insurance Agency, we were named a Liberty Mutual and Safeco Insurance Make More Happen Award recipient. And they did that for our volunteer work with the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network. Of course, I'm one of the founders of NDK Can. So that means we have secured, as an agency, we have secured $5,000 as a donation for the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network. And there was an opportunity to do a doubling of that amount. So starting April 1st, I would encourage people to go to the Barrett Insurance Agency Facebook page, the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network Facebook page. There's going to be a link there that will tell you how we can double our $5,000 and make it $10,000.
Man, that is just so look it, man.
I know, huh?
Standing up on my arms. No, that is great. I mean, NEK Cancer Action Network. I mean, you guys in the past have worked with the American Cancer Society, but decided with a whole huge support group to bring that support more local with this. For some of our listeners that aren't familiar with it, let's just give a quick rundown of what NEK Can is.
You got it. I'm happy to do that. So the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network, we actually just celebrated our first year of existence. So we call ourselves the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network with the acronym of NEK Can. And we say if anybody can do it, the NEK can. What do? We directly support those who are diagnosed and fighting cancer living in the Northeast Kingdom. Defining the Northeast Kingdom as the counties of Caledonia, Essex, and Orleans County. So if you've been diagnosed with cancer, you're actively under treatment, and you live in those counties, you can go to our website and apply to get a grant. Right now, all grant recipients are getting $250 a month for 6 months. No questions asked.
I stop you dead in your tracks there for just a second. Okay, so our listeners understand this. There's grant money and there's loan money.
Yeah.
This is not a loan. They don't have to pay it back.
No, do not have to pay it back.
That is the power.
And when we shared this on Facebook yesterday, there's a young woman in the area who's fighting cancer, and she's one of our recipients, and I won't name names, but she made it loud and proud and clear that our $250 a month that's going to her is helping pay for her child's care while she's getting treatment. And that's what it's for, Jeff, right? You need all these unexpected expenses. Could be putting gas in the car, putting heating oil or fuel in the house to keep yourself warm, getting the medications. We had another recipient last week who reached out to us and said, you guys are making it so we're not going in debt. We were about to lose things, and now we have the ability to cover the basic necessities here. I mean, it was the most beautiful email. We all were verklempt, just like you are right now. But that's the point of what we're doing, you know? And I'm actually really excited because on top of that, so our existence is to help those that are in need. There's two reasons we're doing this. We want them to be known that they can have some financial assistance, that we're here to just help them. Two, we want them to know that they're not fighting cancer by themselves. We're here with you. We all are. We're in this together, you know? It's a unified cause. Number three, we want to support cancer research. We want to support cancer awareness. And in fact, a bunch of us are going to the Cancer Center tomorrow for a luncheon to learn more about an event that they're having come later this year that I won't steal any thunder about. You know, we're a working board of volunteers with a great subcommittee of volunteers that are working hard. And our goal is to just continue to build upon this. We have, I think, 12 or 14 people right now who are grant recipients receiving funds. And we're going to continue to do it for as long as we possibly can.
By the way, thanks for covering for me there. That really choked me up. I mean, when you think about it, you know, everybody that you know and everybody that I know has been touched by cancer in their life somehow. So
absolutely.
Tell them first how they can help you guys double the money, then how they can get in touch with you for insurance.
All right. So starting April 1st, you need to go to our Facebook page, either Barrett Insurance Agency or the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network will do, because the link will be on both. You follow that link and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. Plus, we'll spell it out in the posts as well. And I think I have great confidence that we're going to turn that $5,000 donation from Liberty Mutual and Safeco to $10,000.
And folks, if you'd like to just make a donation, go to the sites and you let Mike and the crew know.
NEKcan.org. You can go on and become a donor. You can become a sponsor. You can learn more about us. You can apply for yourself or for somebody you know. There's a lot of people out there, Jeff, too proud to do this. And I don't want you to be. We're here for you. So,
that's right.
So if you are fighting cancer and you need any assistance, please, please, please go to our website and check it out.
We got to get going on here. We're 15 minutes away from 9 o'clock. That is Good Policies for the Week. Here's Bruno Mars and B.O.B.